This is the New Eden update for Friday, April 15th, 2016. I'm Wiggles, and here's a roundup of a few stories from around New Eden. We start today with a post at Mittani.com about 120 billion-ish capital fight. Quote, on April 10th in the bleak lands of the Kamala system, a combination fleet of JMPN, Fetid and LSH valiantly defended a CSAA-fit tower. The attackers, Localist Primary, Wrong Hole and Manifesto, Together We Solo and a few others swooped in to destroy the ungunned POS once the reinforced timer expired, leading to the battle costing over 120 billion ISK. The attackers had placed over 100 pilots in the system of the targeted tower and were ready to pounce. The JMP TAC-N fleet commanders knew that the dreads were coming, so they arranged for some friendly dreadnoughts to be on standby. On top of the dreads next door, there would be placed another fleet of dreads within the attack system to act as bait. The bait dread fleet, in inverted commas, size was similar to what JMP TAC-N normally uses during any engagement, so the attackers were not alarmed. Reinforcement timer is up. In come the attackers, dreads and battleships. Defenders answered with the attack with a fleet of their own dreadnoughts waiting in system, warping to 0 meters on top of the enemy fleet. The black dreads started blasting the siege behemoths. The defenders simultaneously warped in their armor battleships and logistics into the fray. The attackers, as one JMP TAC-N member stated, quote, had assumed we had deployed dreads too early and gated a few sniping dreads in. Quote, or end quote. When the sniping dreads hit warp, the defenders team lit a Sino on grid and brought in the rest of the dreadnought fleet. In the end, the defenders were able to bring in the fleet to repair the tower. The attackers lost nearly 84 billion ISK attempting to destroy the POS, while the defending group lost 30 billion ISK saving the same tower. Did he say Jump and their allies both won the strategic objective and the ISK war this round? Many players from both sides are expected in round 2. Our next post today is from Crossing Zebras. It is a post about the state of Navy battleships, this one focusing on the Gallente, written by Apophany. Quote, some time ago, I wrote a piece on the state of Navy cruisers. Navy battleships are the least flown class of combat ships in the game, excluding unique such as Alliance tournament prizes. So here, I'd like to compare them to their vanilla counterparts, and where appropriate, some Pirate Faction variants. Mr. Hyde has joined me to go over them in this 4-part series. You can see his expert commentary in the holes in italics. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole thing, you should go and read it yourself, but I'm going to pick out some excerpts from the post. Quote, some navifications, yes that is a word from now, completely change the nature of the ship. We're talking about the Megathron here. Think the Navy Scorpion to the Scorpion, but the Navy Mega is just a regular Megathron with some bells and whistles. It's gorgeous, a ship to be sure, but is it really worth more than double the price? In my opinion, yes, but the Navy Mega has one large problem, and that being the Vindicator. The next piece was, I believe, written by Mr. Hyde. The only pirate faction battleship you can really compare the Navy Dommy to is the Rattlesnake, which is very powerful and is currently very cheap a hull, losing its comparison, but it should go without saying that there is no contest to win for the Rattler. Broadly speaking, in hulls, in EVE terms, tends to be good if they either have a damage application bonus or a tank bonus. The Navy Dommy has neither, relegating to the bottom of the Navy battleship dumpster. Nothing new on the boards from EVE News 24 so far today, but CCP did release the FanFest schedule this year and what will be streamed on their Twitch feed. The same as last year, the high definition feed is free, that is twitch.tv/CCP. Elsewhere in related content, we have to say goodbye to 2 bloggers today. Lupto Kong and Gevlin Goblin have both hung up their hats in EVE. They are respectively leaving EVE, so go check out their blogs to find out what's going on. New podcasts are out from the Hydrag crew and a stable cap booster. Plex prices in the Forge region today are registering an average trading price of 1,011 million ISK so far today, down 5 million from yesterday's closing average of 1,016 million. The top buy order today in Jita right now is just over a billion at 1 million ISK, and sell orders are starting at 1,011 million, so maybe they might hit, well, they're probably definitely going to go under a billion this weekend. Skill extractors are trading at 234 million ISK, down from 1 mil yesterday's closing average of 235. Buying is starting at those at $2.31 and sell orders starting at $2.35. Injectors, on the other hand, are trading at $6.41 on par from yesterday's closing average. Sell orders for those are starting at $640 and you can sell them direct to the market at $6.31. Thank you to the people who have chosen to support us on Patreon and decided they get some value from this show and decided, you know what, they're going to chuck me a little bit of money back, which helps out to buy stuff for the show. Like 2 new lights that I bought today, which is one over here and one over here. 2 new lights makes the backdrop nice and good. Anyway, you can go to patreon.com/wiggles to find out about how you can support the show monetarily. If you can, if you can't, don't worry. You can go and tell people about the show. Easy way to do that. Social media, Twitter, Facebook, Slack, whatever. Tag 3 friends and say, hey, go listen to the New Eden Update. It's broadcast daily. You can find about all the ways, though, to help at newedenupdate.com/support. And as I said, we broadcast daily. We're live on Twitch and YouTube. So hello Twitch, hello YouTube right now. And hello podcast listeners if you're listening in the future. Is it snowing? Maybe it is. So if you have any feedback about how we record, let me know. Feedback@newedenupdate.com is our email address. You can also leave a comment in the show blog at newedenupdate.com. You can send us a tweet on the aforementioned Twitter at newedenupdate. You could leave a comment on the YouTube video. Also, you could also do a lot worse than heading over to totaleve.com. That is our sister site where it helps us build the news stories for the day, the dev post, the blog post. We look through that every day. That helps us out there to build it, and it's a free resource out there for everyone. So that website again is totaleve.com. This has been your New Eden update for Friday, April 15th, 2016. Have a good weekend. We'll be back on Monday. I'm Wiggles, you're you. If you remember who that is from, well, old times are good. Thanks for watching and listening.